Uh, it's crazy out here, man. But some things in this life, man, it's really like this, man. Even in nature, you see it. Like right outside of my door here. Look, right there. There's a tree, and on the tree, it grows these little black berries. But there's vines also that have grown up in the tree that grow grapes. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost positive if you eat the black ones from the tree, you'll probably trip. You'll have a hallucination type thing or get sick and puke. But if you eat the grapes, they'll probably be real sour, but they won't kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, look, salt and sugar. Listen, listen. Pour a pile out of salt and a pile out of sugar, and look at them. If you stand back from afar, it'll look like just two piles of white substance. You wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, let's just throw cocaine. You could throw cocaine, little pile of cocaine next to salt and sugar. They would all look like the same thing from afar. But yet, if you go and taste them, or if you go and snort them, you'll have a different effect from all three. And I'm sorry to use this in such a way, but look, it accurately defines what I'm trying to express. So that's the way I have to say it. To truly let it sink in to those who are honest with themselves. Like, look, I noticed there's a lot of people out here who put on this fucking mask, this public face on their videos, in their pursuits. They got this fucking fake public mask on and they won't never take it off, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're not real. That's why it's easy to expose you, man, because you're afraid, because you got to present this fucking public image. You know what I'm saying? And you're afraid to be yourself. Me, I've already, thrown a lot of my dirt out here anyway, or it's just out here. So it's like, look, this is the same man you're going to get either way, this way or that way. This is me. And it's like, look, I know there's a lot of other fucking shit out here that's going on that might, look like that, like ISIS ninjas. Fuck ISIS. Fuck all that shit. I was gonna name their religion, but look, out of respect for people in there, just look, their freedom of religion, I'm not gonna say that, but fuck ISIS, alright? Look, we look a lot alike. But look, believe me, got nothing to do with each other. That's the same thing of looking at salt and sugar and cocaine. They all look the same, but they are not the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes I need to fucking make a video and just express that real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people say, oh, we follow the same thing. It's kind of like communists, Marxists, fascists, socialists. It's all the same shit. It's a different flavor of the same thing. It's like kind of like, look, communism, fascism, socialism would be like pouring out sugar, then pouring out powdered sugar, then pouring out brown sugar, then pouring out aspartame, and pouring out the other artificial sweetener. That's S word, but I'm just saying, like, look, only like a very prudent person could from afar look at all four of the things and say, oh, obviously that is sugar. That one's got a particular shine and a grain to it. That's salt, and the other one is cocaine. I'm not gonna turn you in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I can tell that's cocaine from over here. Look, there is such people who are. Look, I'm just using this as an example, as an analogy. You know what I'm saying? So don't take it so fucking literal. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And that's part of the public face too. Ho ho! You gotta protest so much against me saying cocaine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like that, you're so above that. You're so beyond that. Like Rush Limbaugh being all viked out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for those who protest too much about certain things. You know what I mean? But once again, there's a lot of people out there that you'd ask this test, you'd give them this test. Like, look, yes, what are each one of them piles? They'd say, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't. That's your nihilist, Joker type of ordo-ab-ko element that's in man. It's like, why does, when a riot break out, does a lot of people just join in? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's an element in man that is just wild, joker, and evil. You know what I'm saying? And destructive. And you can weed that out too. You can find your people who are about truth by giving them little tests such as that. It's kind of like on Walking Dead when they're like, they give them the 3 questions. How many walkers have you killed? How many people have you killed? Why? You know, I mean, you got to realize that there's a definition, or there's a definement between kill and murder. And they outline that, and that's why they ask why. Because when you say why, it shows whether you're a murderer or you just had to kill to survive. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference. Same thing. That's looking at salt and sugar and being able to tell from afar what they are just by looking at them. This is, you know what I'm saying? But you could always taste them and you would know for surely which one is which. But there's a higher level where you could almost go and suck up the air and be like, oh, that one's sweet. That one's dry. That must be the salt. You know what I'm saying? It's, but only certain people would know that. You know what I'm saying? Or you could add water to it. Oh, so that one keeps its shape. This one melts. Oh, that must be sugar. That must be salt. For instance, this is just ways you could. That's how you can tell if a person wants to know the truth or not. Are they willing to go through that much to figure it out? Well, that person is worthy of putting in charge of defining what is what, because that person rightly divides. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's deeper than just the word, man. I mean, if you rightly divide with the word, you're gonna rightly divide with your tools, with your rudiments of this world. You know what I'm saying? But if there's no truth in you, you're gonna wrongly divide, and you're gonna create more rudiments of this world for evil purposes. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between telling what is salt, what is sugar. You know what I'm saying?